Well, here we are, back on top of this hill. See Fort Peck Reservoir there. Huge body of water. Kind of give you a feel for what the countryside is like here. Pretty rough. Lots of ditches, canyons, bluffs. Kind of pretty, but also desolate. See if I can zoom in on our camp. Let's see. Oh, that ain't it. There it is. There's our camp. There's my boat. Jay's down there someplace. Jay's not feeling too good. He's got the diarrhea. Sucks. Jay was someplace up in here today and he saw a rattlesnake. Be kind of neat to see a rattlesnake, but I don't really know if I want to see one. That's what I call Diamond. It's kind of my landmark. From Diamond to camp is anywhere from 30 to 40 minute walk. It's quite a ways. Right down in there is where I shot my elk. Had a big one right down there in that green stuff about 30 yards 35 yards from me, but that was after I shot mine. The bad part about mine is I shot it on Monday and I stumbled across it on Friday. Makes me sick. Just very unhappy with that. I got a good hit. I didn't think I had a good hit. I thought I got him in the back. Saw him run off and it looked high. We hardly found any blood. Found half my arrow. Wasn't even any blood on the fletchings. Didn't bleed at all, but I shot it down there and he went around the base there and basically died up in there, probably 200 yards away. Like I said, it just makes me sick. My butt is dragging. Been out here, week and a half, week, 3 days, I don't know. Guess we got out here last Sunday and it's Tuesday now, so too tired to figure it out. In the background there, I call that the plains of Africa. It's a high area that had been burned over quite a few years back, and they just left it in its natural state. It's a pretty cool area. I'm probably 2.5 miles from camp. Running out of gas. Camp is way, we can't see it, but it's around the corner there. It's kind of out from that, or in from that boat. So I'm a long ways from camp and even longer ways from home. Kind of give you the panoramic view. It's nice country. Vast, very vast. You can almost say it's endless. I'm going to go right, there's a cut right through there. I'm going to go through there to the other side. Hopefully I have enough energy to get back. I put Jeremy on 3 bulls and about 6 cows. And he's going to try to make a sneak on them. I'm not quite sure. He's down in that country someplace. I'll see if I can zoom in on the one bull. Trying to find him. Here he is. There's actually a bull or a couple bulls and a cow there. You can just barely see them. They're a mile away from me. Jeremy's somewhere between me and them trying to sneak in on them. See if you get a shot of me. I'm sure I look ugly as hell. I did shower yesterday, but it's been rough. Well, I'll give you a little tour of our camp. There's the bull, half of, maybe a quarter of what I shot, I guess, so to speak. That's all we got out of the deal. Shot it on, what day was it? Monday, and I found him yesterday on Friday, unfortunately. So this is our tent. It's a Cabela's tent. It's got the vestibule on the entrance there. Jay's been doing laundry. You can see all his clothespins. There's our stockpile of gas. Right there is our walkway. Normally we park the boat right there, but it's pretty windy right now. It's not the best place, not the most secure. So most nights we've been parking it across the bay there. There's some rocks we tie off to. Feel it's a lot more secure there. We don't want it going away. This little background, there's a big, huge valley there behind us. Of course, you can probably hear the waves crashing in the background. It's windy, it's pretty noisy in the tent. Beautiful country though. Stockpile of gas. Actually brought, let's see, 10, 20, 30 extra gallons. I think we're through 15 of our 30 already, plus we need 10 to get back. Back side of the tent. Nice comfortable tent. Stays dry. Got some type of vent up there. We haven't quite figured that out. Here's our shovel for number 2 jobs. Take you in the tent. So this is the vestibule before you get into the tent. See, we got all our gear, or quite a bit of our gear stashed in here. Bows, cases, backpacks. And here's the sleeping quarters. Home, I guess. I'm gonna have to set this camera down or something to open this. This is the tent. It's Jay's area. Starting to look a little messy. Jeremy's area. He's the tidy one of the group, it looks like. There's my area. Yeah, so tent's pretty nice. I'm sleeping over top of where you'd have a wood stove if it was cold. There's a you just zip that floor out so it's not sitting on the plastic or nylon, whatever you call the material. And there's the stove jack. I think in a little while I'm going to be taking a nap. I already put on about 7 miles this morning. Pretty tired. Alright, next place on our tour is the cook shack. So we got the cook shack from Denny, Jeremy's dad. It's working pretty good for us. Glad we have it. And set our chairs up in here and keep our food in here. Hate to say it, but last night I made steaks and hash browns and we went to bed. It's about 2 o'clock now in the afternoon. The day after we had the steaks last night. Wasn't going to do dishes last night. Need to do them yet today. Got up at 5 this morning. Didn't do them this morning. So after I have a nap, it'll be dish time. See, we got our chairs in here. Got my OtterBox cooler. That's a really nice setup. It's, see, we got out here last Sunday. Filled it with ice on a week ago Saturday when we left home, and I put 3 20-pound blocks plus some cubes, and the cubes are gone but the blocks are still there. We each bought a case of MREs, so see them back in there every, I don't know, I think we've only had them twice now, but when we're tired we just have an MRE. They're actually really good. Water supply is back here. I didn't show you that. We got a jug we get from the lake, and it's got that filter on it. It's a gravity feed filter, and it drips into the other bucket that we just have clean drinkable water in, so that's our water source. It's been dry, warm out here. We actually probably use, I'd say, at least 5 gallons of drinkable water a day. We're constantly drinking water. About the only thing left on the tour is the shower shack. So I brought my pop-up blind from home. Need to have a shower if you're out here that long. I use this is the innards of the shower. Basically get a bucket of water. Well, probably only need a couple gallons of water per person, so get a couple gallons from the lake, heat a kettle of water. There's a little pump shower. Pump here goes into the water. Here's the shower head. And here's the control of it. Just hit the button. It pushes water out pretty good. Actually, really good. You can see I actually closed off most of the hose because it really squirts out. So that's the shower house. Jay likes a lantern in there. He turns it on so it gets nice and toasty for him. The only other thing we got here is our little archery target to keep in practice. Kind of around the corner over there, that little dirt pile is kind of where we all do our little potty deal. take the shovel and dig a hole and do the job there. Otherwise, that's pretty much it for the camp. Watch him fall. Pretty steep stuff. He's still coming. Bug out of bait now. Looks like a cow and a calf right down there. There's an elk bedded down there. You can kind of see him a long ways away. Saw this dead elk about 5 days ago. This is how Mother Nature takes care of it. Coyotes were picking on it. I kicked 3 of them off when I found this. Now it looks like the flies and maggots are doing the rest of the work. Well, it's Wednesday, September 19th. This is our 11th day here. Weather turned to shit this morning. It's been raining all morning. Now everything's all, they call it gumbo here. It's like a muck. It's slipperier in grease, plus it sticks to your boot. Makes going anywhere pretty much challenging. You see all that crap out there, it's all goo and muck. If I walk through that, I'd have 3 pounds on each boot. Pretty nasty. Doesn't seem windy here, but out where our camp is, there's been a constant breeze out there. I mean, east wind, I don't get the east wind, but we've had an east wind every day. It's been fairly strong. So pretty gray day. It said it's Wednesday. Wasn't supposed to rain much today. We were thinking of leaving today because it's supposed to rain all day tomorrow. Well, it doesn't pay to leave today because we can't get out on the roads. We got 50 miles of gravel with this type of stuff underneath, and until it dries, you can't go anywhere. So the earliest we're probably going to get out of here is Friday afternoon, maybe Friday night, maybe Saturday, I don't know. We're going to have to see what the forecast is. Another variable is how rough the water is. We're going to be pretty loaded down, so if there's pretty big swells, we're going to have to stay longer. Hopefully we'll get home sometime. Told Jeremy let's go kill an elk this afternoon, so hopefully we can do that. Might as well. I'm getting bored out of my skull. I've been laying in bed all morning, deleting pictures out of my cell phone, organizing them. I gotta do something. So hopefully we'll get out of here shortly, but hopefully we get an elk tonight. All wet and nasty. Jeremy's having a great time. His attitude is at 90%. He's ready to go kill an elk. It's pretty soggy out here. Everything's wet, soaked, pretty much nasty. Got this weather for 2 days now. Gonna eat some breakfast now, and then I'm gonna go build a fire. Well, it's pretty rainy and depressing out here, so I came up into the woods and built a fire. Kind of heat me up and give me something to do. Been kind of going stir crazy. So that's what I did. I found some somewhat dry wood and started a fire. Well, we came up to this ridge to make a couple calls. Now we're getting back down. I'll show you what the mud's all about here. It's Jeremy's slip and slide. It's bad. Stuff sticks to your feet. It's slippery. You can almost use a slide on this. See, my boots are all gunked up. Taking a last day hike up to the top to get cell phone reception. See what the weather's going to be, and look at my boots. I got 3 or 4 pounds of that mud stuck on them. It's tough going. That stuff sticks, doesn't let go.